Welcome to Living Life in the And for the woman who is set on getting everything she effing deserves. I am your host, Dr. Stephanie D. Barnes, your best life transformation strategist. I help women to get everything they desire and deserve in life by equipping them with powerful strategies for immediate implementation to achieve fulfillment. Because life is too long to live unfulfilled. It's time. Girl, it's time. It's time for you to get everything you desire and deserve. It's time for you to live your life on purpose and to live a life of fulfillment, meaning, and joy. It's time. It's time for you to walk boldly in the power of your decisions. Because, girl, if you're going to be in this world, you need to be fulfilled in this life. Life is too long to live unfulfilled. Join me for another episode of Living Life in the And, where you'll learn how to achieve fulfillment and commit to completing all the desires of your heart. Hey, it's time for a musing from the mind of Dr. SDB, where I share poignant thoughts to help you live your life in the end. Girl, I've got something on my mind. A journey of 1,000 miles may begin with one step, but your journey to fulfillment begins with five. If you are ready to begin your season of fulfillment, you are in the right place. I believe that all women deserve to live a life that is fulfilled, fit, and free. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Here are five ways to live fulfilled, fit, and free. The first step is to create a mindset that is fertile for fulfillment. You must believe that you deserve to be fulfilled. You must believe that fulfillment is something that is possible, and you must believe that you have the capacity and the capability to achieve the fulfillment you desire and deserve. Our mindset is so important to anything that we seek to achieve in life, whether it is something minuscule or something as grand as creating the life you desire and deserve. You must create a mindset that is fertile for fulfillment. The second step is to create a circle of influence that nurtures fulfillment. You will hear me talk about circle of influence quite often because I believe that we all have a circle of influence. Sometimes it is intentional, most often it is not. The people who are in your life are influential on your life. And if you are going to be fulfilled, you must be intentional about creating, not just inheriting, not just falling into a circle by default, not just accepting whoever is willing to be in a circle with you, but being intentional about creating a circle of influence that nurtures fulfillment. And there are so many aspects of what nurturing fulfillment means, but for the purpose of this musing and for the time that we have together in this segment, a circle of influence that nurtures fulfillment is a circle of influence who believes in fulfillment as much as you do, or more, actually, or more. So, this is connecting with people who are of like hearts and minds and believe in fulfillment themselves, because then you're not fighting against the tide and trying to convince them that fulfillment is something that is worthy. So it is important to attract and to connect with people who are on their own journeys to fulfillment. Because even though you are in a circle of influence together, each of you is on your own path, but your paths are parallel, or really they're more concurrent. I'll say concurrent because parallel suggests that it's side by side going in the same direction and alike, but really it's just concurrent, meaning they're on their path, you're on your path, but you're supporting each other in your respective paths. The third step is to organize your life to support fulfillment. This is literally the space that you live in, but it is more so the systems that you use to effectuate the things you desire. Each one of us has a system. And just like a circle, everybody has a circle of influence, everybody has a system. But if you are not aware of what that system is, you will not be able to optimize it for you. So it's important to be mindful of, how do I create magic? What is my secret sauce? When you stop and think about when I am at my best, when I feel the most joy, when I create the highest level of excellence, when I perform optimally, how am I achieving that? What am I doing? What am I not doing? What is my secret sauce? So it's important to organize your life to support fulfillment. When you become aware that when I do X, Y, and Z, I create all kinds of magic. But when I do A, B, and C, my life is a shit show. That should empower you to abandon doing A, B, and C and to do more of X, Y, and Z. Then you organize your life around supporting X, Y, and Z. So again, it's your literal space, it's how you have your life organized, the routines you have, the habits you have, the systems that you use to produce your highest and best version of you. The fourth step is to be mindful and deliberate about being fulfilled, fit, and free. I hope that you pick up a theme as I'm going through these steps, and that is the difference in living life by default and living life on purpose with purpose. When you are mindful about being fulfilled, fit, and free, you will be deliberate in perpetuating thoughts, behaviors, actions, and outcomes that result in you being fulfilled, fit, and free. And being mindful and deliberate is a powerful combination because it is not good enough to be mindful if you are not going to be deliberate in creating the desired outcome. So not only must you be aware, you must also act and be willing to act. And in some cases, be willing to not act because some of the actions that you engage in are preventing you from being fulfilled, fit, and free. So when you are mindful that, I'm doing this thing, I'm acting this way, I'm thinking this thought, and it makes me feel unfulfilled. It makes me be unfit. It makes me feel imprisoned. then you can be deliberate in taking an action to correct that. And then the fifth step is the easiest, yet the most difficult, and that is to actually live fulfilled, fit, and free. It does you no good to come up with this grand idea, this grand plan for having people in your life and having these great thoughts and doing these great things if you are not going to make this your lifestyle. So this is not a fad. It's a season of fulfillment, but it's not temporal. It is a season that evolves, it continues, it's a part of who you are. So, living fulfilled, fit, and free is a true commitment to ensuring that every fiber of your being is fulfilled, fit, and free. So, those are the 5 ways or the 5 steps that you must embark upon in living fulfilled, fit, and free. And I know I make it sound easy, and it is, yet it isn't. But you've got to keep listening to the podcast because over the next episodes or over the future episodes, as I continue to share musings with you, as you continue to listen to the conversations, libations, and revelations that other women share with you, you will hear practical strategies about how to bring these 5 steps to fruition. Because I don't like just blowing smoke up your ass and just saying, woohoo, be fulfilled, fit, and free. I'm all about strategy, baby. These are just musings and things that I want to share with you, but I'm going to back up everything with strategies. And as you listen to past episodes and future episodes, you will always be able to take away something that you can do. That's why at the end, when I talk about, I hope you learned something, felt something. Most of all, I hope you do something. I really mean that. I don't want us to just be floating around. I'm fulfilled, fit, and free. I'm fulfilled, fit and free. We got this little song. We got it on a t-shirt. We got it on a bag, but we don't have it in our hearts. We don't show it in our lives. I want us to live fulfilled, fit, and free. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for joining me for another musing from the mind of Dr. SDB, where I share poignant thoughts that help you live your life in the end. I hope you learned something. I hope you felt something. But girl, most of all, I hope you do something. Fulfillment won't happen because you desire it. It will happen because you decide to go get it. Let's get it. Hey, this is your girl, Dr. Stephanie D. Barnes. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Living Life in the End for the woman who is set on getting everything she effing deserves. I hope you learned something, felt something, but most of all, girl, I hope you are ready to do something. Please be sure to let me know what you got out of this episode. Please subscribe so that you don't miss out on another great conversation. And of course, I'd love it if you would give us a rating and review and let me know how you are living life in the end. Because remember, life is too long to live unfulfilled. Your life is the product of your choices. Choose to commit to bringing the desires of your heart to completion. Let's get everything we deserve. Girl, let's get it.